Well, we're back in the shop and we have a humongous mess everywhere, like everywhere. But we have been busy. We have been working on the Duke. I went ahead and I did some stuff to the Duke that I felt y'all would find kind of boring because it's small, super tedious things that I was having to get bolts for, do this, do that, you know, those types of things. So, let me just say, I got a lot done, all right? I mean, it's a lot, but it's not a lot. I'll just show you. Just show you. We almost have a rolling chassis. So, we got the clutch, we got the brake, no brake lines, we got the shifter installed, we got the clutch on it, everything's on it. We got the hydraulic lines ran from the front, we got the control arms on it, we got these freaking awesome gunny wheels on it. I don't know if any of y'all have ever seen these, but look them up, gunny wheels. They're freaking awesome. They're multi-patterned. They got all the different 5 lugs on there. I believe it even offers a few 4 lugs and stuff, but these things are awesome. Because one thing I don't have for this is actual wheels and tires, because I'm waiting a little bit. But y'all saw where I got the 4-link stuff in there. I did send off the 3rd member to Texas Precision Performance. They're gonna go through that and put new bearings and seals and stuff, get me all fixed up with that. I gotta get the calipers on it, but here's the problem. I need to put the body on the chassis real quick so I can see in the rear. I can't remember where the back seat kick up starts, so I don't remember where I can take the brake lines and the fuel lines and cross over and start going over this bridge and doing all these types of things. Even like with the hydraulic lines, that's why they're just kind of stuck through right here. I can't remember if I can go over the top or if I need to go under the bottom. I don't remember. So I went ahead and I went ahead and cut where the steering column and the where the braking the brake and clutch, I cut where those go through, and then we'll make a removable panel and stuff, because as y'all saw, the pedals are on the frame. So first things first, we're gonna get the body over here. Actually, I'm gonna clean all of this up and then get the body over here, set the body on it, and we're gonna lift it up and we're gonna see where things sit. And I'm pretty sure I can't even fit mufflers on this thing. So that's why we're gonna set the body on, so whenever I paint the firewall and we put it on, it's on for the final time, and we'll go from there. All right, I think I cleaned it up good enough. I'm gonna have to come this way and swing it, because I don't know if y'all know this, but this girl, she got a big old badonkadonk on her. Just saying. Well, that worked out splendid. Sorry, you got in the way. Forgot about that. I've been missing this hammer for a while. I found it. Right where I left it. I should probably take this shifter off. All right, we got the body sitting down on it. Everything's fairly lined up enough for what I need to do. I'm not gonna go crazy trying to get everything lined up perfectly. I just need to know where I can and can't come up with the fuel lines and stuff. I do know I'm gonna have the fuel lines come up here. I actually was thinking about mounting the fuel pressure regulator here or here. Haven't really made up my mind, but that's the purpose of putting the body back on real quick, so I can see where I want to put these things and go ahead and get all that stuff pre-done, pre-mocked up, whatever. And I can paint this firewall. So I'm gonna paint the firewall, do what I need to do here, welding, everything else, so whenever I come back and do body work later, I'm not affecting any heat to this. The other thing I need to figure out is the gas pedal. The brake and clutch, they're good. Everything worked out. Like I said, I'm gonna build a cover. I'm gonna have the column where it'll go around this in the column and everything else. But I need to figure out the gas pedal. I have one that I was using as mock-up, but I don't know if that's the one I'm gonna go with. And actually, I'm gonna sit in this thing for the first time with a working brake pedal and shifter and see how it feels. I got a seat from a Volkswagen, like it's like a Super Beetle, I think. No, the other one was Super Beetle. I think this is just regular Beetle. It's kind of tall, so I don't know if I'm gonna use a seat, but it's gonna be the first time I've sat in this car with the seat, with the shifter, and the brake and stuff to see what it feels like. Yes, the car is a mile, actually miles away from being anything ready, but I want to do it. So let's see what this feels like. A little bit of daydreaming. What we got going on here? So the seat about, I feel like it's on top of something. Nope. Seat about there. Oh yeah. Man, that's actually not bad. Brake. Oh, that feels good. Ain't a whole lot of room for a gas pedal, but man, ain't a lot of room at all for a gas pedal. Huh? Didn't think about that one. So, seat can actually go back. I mean, I'm gonna put it on the sliders, but yeah, that ain't bad. Brake. I can't see nothing. Wow. So that. Oh, see, I done forgot how to adjust stand. I done popped her out of gear. Wait, first gear. That feels pretty good, ain't gonna lie. I mean, we're not gonna be slamming gears or nothing in this thing. We're just gonna be driving her. Man, I can almost. I'm gonna have to see how. Man, that brake is like. I ain't got no room. I wonder if I can bend that. Cut it and bend it. Or just bend it. Because that faces that way. It's really not bad. I like it. Actually, I love this car. Just saying. Shifter's good, nailed the placement, all that's good. Ain't hitting. Just gotta build a boot around it. Yeah, we nailed that. It's a brand new Hearst shifter, you know? You gotta get the good stuff. What I was talking about is like the clutch, the brake, they feel good. I like where they're at, but look how much room I have for a gas pedal. Like, that's not a lot. And I was talking about putting one down here like this, but I feel like it would be weird to have your clutch up there and your gas down there. So I'm wondering, this actually looks like it's kind of bent, so I wonder if I can just pull it that way some. I mean, it don't need much. I'll have to look into that. But other than that, this all feels good. I mean, good placement, doesn't hit, it's close. It's a little more room there, but I mean, it's good. I like it. I mean, no complaints here. So let's get in the air and let's look and see where we can run fuel line and brake line and exhaust. Okay, so with this up in the air, this is better than I thought. It's like I almost planned for this. So this fuel line, like I said, I'm gonna do hard line on part of this frame. So this hard line can run right across here, right over, come out right there. Well, I can do a little kick up for my supply and my return. Either put my fuel pressure regulator there or there, one of the two. I'll probably put it here on this spot. That's good. Same thing with the brake line. Once I get the proportioning valve on here, go down, I can run the brake line through here, and then it can go down, cross over right here, up top, go over, follow this, go around the bridge, come down, and I can split it off to the drums. Now, for the hydraulic lines, they come along here. There's this little pocket right here. They fit through, go around. So either I'm gonna have my batteries mounted up top there or each pump. So it's either gonna be pump, or battery. But either way, the excess of this hose is gonna go through the floor straight to both pumps because the fronts share a pump, the rears have their own pump, And then the hydraulic ramps for the rear will be through the floor, so everything for the rear will be through the floor up there. So really, oh, and this right here. See, it has like this little pocket, goes through there. The only thing I'm gonna try, I might do, is I might cut this excess off right here. So if I ever have to change these lines, I'm not fighting the body, I can go through. And also, for these rear body mounts, I'm gonna build a thing and box all this stuff in, but that's later. And then as for over here, I'll probably build a inner apron for this part and close in this part right here. So like I said, we still got a ton to do on this thing, but all in all, I seen what I need to see with the body on to make sure I can do everything the way I want to do it with the body off. And then now that I know all that stuff's good, I'll get the firewall, I'll get the fuel pressure regulator mounted on it, and I got to do the pass-through for the air conditioned stuff, and then I can body work the firewall, paint it, do everything else I need to do up there, and then we can mount the body on for the last time. Well, there's a few other things, but I'm gonna line the bottom, I got to fill in, like I still got to cut these two bars out, I got to cap the ends at an angle there. I still got to clean up some welds there. I got to seam seal all this. I mean, there's a ton to do. But like I said, I have a goal to try to start it up by the first of the year. So we'll see how that goes. Right now, it's not looking too hot. But hey, I'm trying. This thing is a whole lot further than it was a week ago. So there we go. That's all I'm going to do for tonight because, well, now I got to pull the body back off, put it back on the cart and stuff. So I'm just going to deal with that tomorrow. So yeah, I'll be back out here tomorrow. So we're back in the shop and we're just going to pick up where I left off. So what I did today, I went ahead and I taped where I know I can run fuel lines and brake lines. Like I know I can come out here and I know I can cross over to here and run up. And I'm going to run it out to hard line to there. And then we will do a bulkhead fitting and stuff and soft line to go in there. And over here, we know we can come out with the brake line here, cross over to here, go up, go to the bridge, come over, come down to the rear end, and we know we'll be good there. And then I came in here and I marked this spot so I know whenever I come out with the exhaust pipe, I can curve up and then I can start working my way out. I'm probably gonna build the exhaust to here for now until the body's back on and I have the rear hydraulic rams and springs and stuff installed in the back. Up here in the front, I had to make sure my clutch line would work because here's the bleeder it will come out, go this way, and it'll come over and follow up and come in between the pedals. That way everything still works with that. We know we're good. So now, we got all this stuff planned out. So now what we're gonna do is, we're gonna pull the body back off. We're gonna leave the body on the lift because now it's time to do all the finish work underneath in the firewall. We're gonna take the chassis and we're gonna move that pallet and we're gonna put it here long ways and lay it out on the ground. Riley, what are you doing? Stop it. What, Riley, you okay? Say hi. Say hi. Riley says hi. So we're gonna lay it out right here. That way I can build the exhaust and everything with it laid out on the ground. So whenever I lay the car out, I know my exhaust isn't gonna get crushed. I know it's perfectly level with the car. Just one thing I'm gonna do. So we're gonna go ahead, get the body off, get the chassis moved over here, and then we can start focusing on everything else. Oh, and another thing I did, I marked where my fuel line will come up, and I'm gonna do my kick up right here. My 45 start going that way, and then I marked right there where I wanna put the fuel pressure regulator for that. So, we can get fuel stuff done and start making a lot of progress on this thing. Because like I said, I want to try to fire it up before New Year's. Because we also have a trip planned like the last day of the year and partially in New Year's. Y'all like that trip. Y'all are gonna like what we're gonna do. But let's get this body off. If I can get this cart moved. Move. I need to get better tires for that thing. Before anybody says, you need wheel dollies, guess what? I got some. I just don't know where they're at, okay? Where are they? Anyways. How low can you go? How low can you go? All the way. That's how low we can go. She is planted flat on the ground. Obviously you can't drive like this, but it looks cool. So one thing I've been curious about is if I got 2.5-inch exhaust pipe, if it'll slide underneath, oh my goodness. Snug as a bug. So, I might put a little dent, flatten it a little bit. So the exhaust is gonna go down, run against the ground, here, through here, there, out there. You know, it's gonna pipe its way out the back. But, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to lay it out on the ground. I can do that. We can do this fuel line, brake line, you know, all those other things. Now let's see how decent I did over here. I mean, that is snug, but it clears. So, that's good. That is real good. But, I'm gonna start with the fuel line for this side. Alright, what we got here, we got some 3/8 hard line. Like I said, we're gonna run this. So I'm gonna overshoot the back a little bit, just to give me a little bit to start with, you know? So we're gonna come down and we're gonna follow this. I'm probably gonna cut straight across. Like that, curve in straight that way. Actually, it's not even straight, but you know. So we want that to be the start of our bend. And then 4.5 inches to center back. This is already off to a terrible start. So there's that. I can live with that. Now I need to straighten out the front, kind of attach it, and then I gotta make another one of these. I don't know how many of y'all make y'all's own brake lines or metal fuel lines or anything, but I discovered this tool. You stick the fuel line, brake line, whatever in there, run this up, run it through, tighten this down, run it back and forth. And you got a perfectly straight fuel line, brake line, whatever. This is what we got going on. So, got both lines bent, go like that. That's gonna mount there. So I got these cool little holders. These right here, these Earl holders, they're for 3/8 line. Well, it goes through there and it clamps through. Well, what I did, I drilled a hole in the bottom and I used it as an actual placeholder. They're not holders, they're what do you call them? Line separators, there you go. So, and when we come up here, so this is gonna sit here. So I cannot find my 1/4" 20 tap. I've tried. I don't know where it is. So I'm gonna do another one of those right here. So that'll hold that. And then I'll do my ferro fittings on the end of here. So I'll pick which one of these is return and supply, run my supply line up to the sniper, and then back to the regulator, and regulator down to there, return to the back. I think I'm gonna put the fuel filter in the trunk with the gas tank, like inside, because I'm gonna do bulkhead fittings. I don't know, haven't totally decided on that, but we'll see. But that's where we are on this tonight. Like I said, I don't know where my tap is. I got a whole tap set, but a 1/4" 20 is missing. So I'm gonna have to get one tomorrow and pick up on this tomorrow. So. We are back in the shop today, and we don't have a whole lot of time to get a whole lot done. So, I was out here piddling. We left off with doing the fuel lines. I still gotta get a tap for there. So I started doing the brake line on this side. We go up, we go around, and then we'll do a flex line somewhere in here, so for the travel up and down. But, I think what I'm gonna start on now is I'm gonna start laying the exhaust out. I'm gonna lay it out in here, and then we'll work to connect it up there. Another thing I'm gonna try is I'm gonna lay the mufflers in here. I'm gonna lay one there, and we're gonna go under the axle in the car, and then we will pick it up and see if it extends travel past that. I think it'll be okay, because I really want to put mufflers on here, so we're gonna give that a shot. I can't put the mufflers in here, because I should have had this come out back here, but it's there, so it has to go there, there, and out there. So we're gonna try to put the mufflers there, which ain't a big deal, basically like a normal car. But that's the plan. We're gonna mess with the exhaust. Alright, so what we got the hot sauce mufflers. We got Hooker VR304 mufflers, and we have 2.5" stainless steel U-Bend it or U-Fit, what is it called? U-Fit dual kit. I've used this on everything. So all we're gonna do is pull all this stuff out, start laying in the frame and see what works. What works is, I don't know. So we're gonna figure it out together. So the muffler there will work, but the thing is now, snaking it through all of this, it's gonna be tricky. Tricky Ricky. That's like a 90. That's too much. So this is what we got going on. I ended up moving these up here, so that's gonna work out, so I can just come off there to there. Now for here, so I went up into my storage area and I grabbed more pipe. I knew I had a bunch more, and I need a bunch more 45s and 90s and what else. So I'm thinking it's gonna go like this. I'm gonna connect it there. I'm probably not gonna slip flange this stuff. And then I gotta do another 45 to connect there. So hopefully I have enough pipe to do that, because also I'm gonna have to figure out what I wanna do back here to curve back, and it's a lot. I gotta figure this out. So this is what we got going on. Right now we got that going there and there, which that really made things a little complicated, I'm not gonna lie. But it is what it is, we'll have to deal with it. We go up that way, goes under the proportioning valve, brake master, and we're gonna have to figure out how to get up to the manifold. It's gonna be another little dilemma, but we'll get it. I think we're gonna have to put it on the lift for that, so I can get underneath there. Get on the lift for that, ain't no big deal. We can get all this stuff back here figured out, get the mufflers and stuff kind of where they need to be. I'm gonna save some pipe to be able to do that up there, but I think we'll be okay. So I need to do the same thing to this side now. See if we can pull the pieces all back together. There's that. So that there. Let's go ahead. That. And then this. There. Not looking too hot. Okay, that needs to scoot way up. It's just that. Just like that. That. So we'll do that. Go ahead and get those trimmed down, and then we'll start fitting the muffler. And actually the back end still needs to go down a little bit, because I have it on a floor jack, but that's not. Probably about to waste some pipe, because that looks terrible. See how bad this lines up. Really bad. I knew it. We got that. That to that. I need another muffler. That to that. Man! Oh man. So really, that should work. I can do a crossover pipe up there in the front, which that'll work out good. I'm gonna get all of this tacked together, and then I'm gonna attach it to the frame, and then we'll cycle it all the way up, and then see if we have enough room to run it out the back at full extension. It's looking really close. If anything, I might have to make like a dip down or something. No, I can't. I don't know. So we'll have to see. I might have turn downs right here somewhere. So I'm gonna get the welding machine over here, and we'll start tacking this stuff together so it'll stop being so flimsy and floppy and everything, and go from there. All right, well, I stared at it long enough. I'm gonna call it there. I like it. All right, that's that side. Now we can do this again. So I wired all that stuff up, and we'll see if the exhaust lifts with it. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, so we'll lift it up all the way. All right, that's max lift right there. Dude, I think we're good. It is freaking close, holy crap. It's already cut like little turn downs. I planned it. Not really, but you know, it's okay. I mean, I think we'll be fine. I really do. Maybe not. I guess we're gonna have to address this whenever the exhaust is fully welded and everything else. I mean, if I have to, I guess I can go down to a 2-inch back here to gain me a 1/4 of an inch. We'll just have to see. We'll call it good there. I'll get hangers and stuff made for it, or made onto it, so it'll hold all this up. Get the front done, and then we'll address this later on. I can put turn downs on it for right now, but I wanted this out of mufflers. Or I wanted this to have mufflers. A few people said that these are very low compression engines and that they're really not that loud, but I don't know, I wanted mufflers, okay? I guess I'm getting old, I don't know. But, we got that. I need a tap. This is ran, you get that mounted. But all in all, I like the exhaust. I like the fuel line placement. I like the brake line placement. So, this is looking pretty good. And I should have the third member back within like, what is it? I think the week after the 17th. Somewhere in there. Or actually, next week. I guess the week after. The week after next. So I can get the third member back in it. I can measure for a drive shaft and get that figured out. And then as for like chassis work, we're pretty much done. I gotta do the calipers. But all in all, the front brake lines I'm gonna do with the body on. I just wanted to get like this main one ran because I knew it was gonna go over the top and it was gonna be a pain. Same with that. The exhaust I wanted to do with it laid out. As you saw, I did it from the top and it was pretty dang easy. But now I gotta stop working on this. Tombstone is gonna be in a parade tonight, so I gotta dig that thing out, give it a wipe down, and then we're gonna go hit a parade with it.